All right, and we're live. Hello world, hello all. Oh wow, the ping came in quick. Yeah, this is day 49 of studying compilers every day until I land a compiler role. Um, yeah. Oh, I forgot to change the number. Whoops. How did I change that one? Okay. Yeah. So, same plan as usual. It's gonna start with the leak code, but um, I want to see how much of this rest of the stuff that I can punch through today. Um, it'd be really cool if I could merge the branch today, but if I can't, then it's like all good and it happens. There's also one other thing I want to add here, which is like regression test output generator. Because last time I wrote tests, I did a lot of the stuff by hand, and that was low-key kind of annoying. So yeah, we're gonna try and do the thing in a little bit more of a smarter way, a little bit more sustainably. So yeah, let's start with the leaked code. This should get us to 50, I believe. Right, minimum score triangulation of polygon, whatever that means. Okay. So inside polygon, each vertex is an integer value. Integer values value the ith vertex. Triangulation. Set of triangles vertices must also be vertices. Okay, sure. Each triangle, the weight of that triangle is the product of the values of its vertices. Okay. Minimum possible score. Okay. Okay, this problem seems a little bit annoying. Topics, okay, yeah, that makes complete sense. Yeah, okay. N minus 2 triangles. Yeah, okay, I guess that roughly makes sense. And there's at least 3? Yeah, okay. Yeah. How do we do this? I don't think a greedy approach makes sense, at least. We already know it's DP, which was kind of obvious, but I don't really see the recurrence relation at a glance. What's good, Jose? What do we do with this problem? I guess we could sort on values. We can take the big ones, and then like, I don't know. What is this recurrence relation? Triangle uses adjacent vertices. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I see, okay. And then the points we want to reuse are the smallest points, right? So, oh, wait, I see. Okay, that, yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really understand this that well. I think I'm just gonna look at the solution for this. Yeah, okay. One line, okay. This top down, this top down, yeah. Let's do P at IJ. is the minimum score obtainable by triangulating the convex polygon formed from I to j. I plus 2 is j. Degenerates into a triangle. Okay. Triangle with ij and another vertex. Okay. So we just pick a vertex in the middle. So then what happens here? Zero to n minus. Oh, I see. Okay. So it's like kind of number liney almost, is what I'm getting from this. Okay. Why is there a... Oh, okay, I see. You want the maximum or the minimum? I thought we wanted the minimum. Minimum, okay. So what do we do with the 0 thing? So we stick this triangle in. So the set from... So we have I, then k, then j. So I to k. And k to j. Oh, I see. Okay. So let me just draw this out to kind of hopefully make things make a little bit of sense. Let's just take like some polygon. So we have like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we start with the two edge points, and then we pick some arbitrary point somewhere. Yeah, it's like this. So this is the I to k, or I guess let me just like write out these letters. So this is I. This is k. This is j. So we have the triangle formed by ijk, we have the set from I to k, and we have the set from k to j. And those all represent distinct triangles, I guess, or distinct polygons. This one's a triangle already, this one's a triangle already, and then this one we just split again in a similar way. So from 2 to 5, we would need another point somewhere. So like here, I guess, is an example. Yeah, and we can like keep doing that, but that's like the rough idea of how this is supposed to work. And the other thing to note is that like we can in fact share an edge, because that just makes one triangle, another that's like 0 area, and then this other polygon that still needs to be subdivided further. So we can do this to, I guess, in a pretty reasonable way, iterate through everything, and then we can just cache and call it DP and call it a day. I think that's roughly what is supposed to happen here. So yeah, let's try to implement this now without looking at the editorial solution too closely. Okay, so we want okay. We want a helper, I think. We want int triangle. So we want to start. Actually, okay, maybe we will look a little bit closer because I don't really get it. I mean, we can read through this at least. I can j. What does this take? Just takes I and j. So this is a triangle, so we do the triangle. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, okay. Sure. I times n plus j? Huh? How are we storing it like that? I feel like that's really slow math though, right? So 2D hash is probably worse, so I guess that makes sense. So we want a I int j and just t, I guess we'll call it this. And then we want a ordered map from int to int cache, I guess. Okay, so here we want to turn dp of, I guess we want like, I also want values, so vector int values. Make this reference as well. We can even just pass it in and call it a day, to be honest. Yeah, we can do it that way as well. We can make this const as well, I think. Yeah, so we want dp from 0, values size -1, and then values. Okay. So now we get to that one here. So I guess so if I, or if j minus I is less than okay, if it's less than 3 or less than 2, then or it's equals 2, it might be the equals? Yeah, equals 2, then we can handle that case. So we can return values at I plus values at I plus 1 plus values at j, I guess. Okay, and then if get rid of some braces. So next, if j minus I is less than 2. In this case, then we have a straight line, or less, so we can just return 0. Yeah, and then otherwise we have the recursive case, so then So how do we C++ range vector? Vector slice Gus. Our view here. Okay, let's see what exists in ranges. Well, this is a little bit annoying. So we can just do I guess I plus 1. And then n less than j minus 1, or less than j actually. Do it like this. To do it like this. Sounds the triangle. We need to figure out the convex. Yeah, we might need to iterate through it. Yeah, okay. So it's like 2 DDP, I guess. Int max. I think this is how we do this. So then we want to bounce this. Oh, the max value is 100. Okay, so we want, or the length max is 50, so we can actually just I'm trying to think if there's a way we could do some like dumb bit shift stuff actually. We can just left shift like 5, right? Or left shift 6, right? So I 6 and then like plus J, I guess. And then we want, this is so hacky. And okay, so then if it contains the hash, then we can even not contain, so then we compute it. And then res equals the min of res and cache at hash. That's fun to say. And then we can return res. Okay, so then we can hash at hash equals Or wait a second, no. I'm doing something wrong here. What did this solution do? Oh, wait, I see, okay. Okay, so this goes outside this, okay. Yeah, fair enough. So for this here. Okay, let's clean this up a little bit real quick. We have that sort of. Do that. Just close that. So we want hash at hash here. What else do we need? So this gets all the possible splits. Do we set the default to inbox here? Yeah, okay, perfect. Okay, so then res equals min of res and yeah, so now we just bisect this, I think. Right? We just stick another point in it, right? Is that what we were doing? To pick point 3 arbitrarily. So we want 0 to 3, we want 3 to 5, and then we add the current triangle, right? So, yeah, okay. Yeah, so then we can add this should not be int actually. This should just be k, I think. At least if we're looking at like the proof. So res and then dp. I'm gonna pass in ik plus dp of kj. Oh, I need to pass in values each time because I designed this poorly. And then we want to add the current, so we want values at I plus values at j and plus values at k. And then can cache at hash and set that to res. Res? Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, so this should work, right? In theory. Nope, okay. It very much does not work. Why doesn't this work? Min of that and oh wait, do we multiply them? Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, we definitely did some math wrong. Okay, let's try that again. Okay. There we go. And it runs slow, but that's fine. Why does it run slow? Oh, because it's top down. I see. Okay. Well, that's fine. Little DP problem. And most importantly, we've hit a streak of 50, which is pretty neat. Yeah, didn't know I was capable of doing this much leetcode. So, yeah. AC off. Let me check when I'm getting pinged. Okay. Alright, I'm a little bit aloof, but it's all good. Okay, so leetcode's done. We've got a whole pile of stuff to take care of. And I think the regression test output generator might be the most critical, I think. So yeah, let's get that done real quick. Yeah, what do we do about this? I guess we can do something here. Alright, I guess we could go here, we could make a utils. And then utils.h. And then, yeah, I think this should also have like a main in it, right? But then I have to like build it, and that's annoying. Yeah, I guess that's probably the best way to do it, so I suppose I will do that. Yeah, okay. So I guess we can pull some stuff out from here first. I think this thing is especially important to steal. Okay. So let's go to utils. Let's also put this here. Do that. We need. What do we need to import? We need unique footer. And we need pass manager. Put that here. Okay, that actually fixes everything. Okay, so we want to add that include though. So we want test and then I guess we could just include like this. I don't think we need to like manage insane namespaces for this yet. I could make a testing namespace, but I feel like that's a little overkill. Yeah, okay. Man, this sucks. I hate this. Yeah, we don't have a good way to like parse the test at least, which makes things infinitely more annoying at least. Okay. Yeah, so we want to steal that at least. Right. Either that, or we could add like a. There's not really a good way to make this like test generator script, huh? Okay, well, new plan. Let's go back to test. Let's get rid of these two. Let's undo all the changes here. Yeah, I think we'll just make a silly little helper. We can just do like generate regression. Generate regression tests. Then shipping bin dash. Okay, and then I guess, how do I write a bash script again? Variable. So it's been a while, holy hell. Okay. So we can do that, right? And then regression, generate regression tests, test regression, right? Okay, perfect. So we can do this. We want input file, and then we want, that's like just input even. And then we want passes. We'll do that, and then dash check if variable is empty. It's been so long since I've written a real bash script. Dash Z. Okay, we want oh, contains, so we can do it like this. Okay. Okay, so we also want to check if we don't have input. Do we end with like fee? I forgot how. Dash if statement. Fee. Okay. So if input, or I guess if not input, then we want to just like, we can be a little bit scrappy with this for now. Yeah, okay. So we can do that, and then we also want to set a path to our build, I guess. Let's go to build, bin, and panic. Bash compiler, not quite. I'm using bash as a helper to generate tests because I don't want to deal with C++ and CMake stuff for that. So we want we can do relative path here, right? Surely. I can just dox myself. do it like this. Okay, so we want to like this. So we want panic, and then right. Do like this. Try this again. That's not supposed to happen. Alright, actually no, this is fine. Hash check if input is path. Dash D is a thing. Dash X, D. We can just do this, return 1, and V. Let's try it again. That's not supposed to work. Am I just tripping? Oh, do I need to throw this in another brackets thing? This seems wrong. Not directory. Oh, can I just not that? That's the thing? What? Pop that out real quick. What? Can we return from function or source script? Dash exit script. Let's go for a night gamer. I am struggling to write bash scripts right now. I forgot exit is the word. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we can test, and then regression, input, binary, oh, let's try. That's not supposed to. Okay. Alright, no. We should check. Dash check if file. Dash F? F. 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 I'm like losing my mind. Okay. doesn't this work? That's right. Not what? So that is a file. Oh wait. Wait, that should be fine, right? Oh, I need to wrap this in this. Wanna take a guess at what I've been up to coding wise? I ain't got a clue, Loki. Fortnite utility? Of some sort? Bush camp automator? That'd be creative at least, I don't know. Line 18, define. So dump AST. Fixing a mod for IOS to CPU game called Slime Rancher 2. Ooh! Wait, I remember playing the original Slime Rancher. I remember that one was fun. Yeah, that's... I guess there are less miserable ways to spend your time, but that seems pretty meaningful, at least. Which mod? I'm not gonna guess it, I can't lie. I'm not even gonna give it an attempt. It's either gonna be something like really wholesome or something really heinous, though, I'm gonna bet. What all players ask for that they should add? Does Slime Rancher 2 have multiplayer? Oh, mod. Is the multiplayer mod? That'd be pretty cool. Oh, okay. Well, we take those, I guess. Yeah, that's a good mod. What's it doing? Bash. Server manager for that modder and they quit because they got hired. Aw. Yeah. I feel like that's always how game dev always works. Like, I remember one of our classes here about like game design. It just hasn't been taught for a couple of years because the professor got hired. So, unfortunate. What happens if I pass the directory name of a directory name here? What happens if I like rename this? Oh, that works? Wait, that's so cool. Okay, anyway. Let's see what. So we want dir name of input. Or wait, we need to input to be safe. Okay, so this goes into output dir. And we want input name is base name of No, I have to look around for people who are good at modding IELTS CPB games in C#. Yeah. Yeah, that one's quite tough. It feels like, I feel like there's a lot, like, it's really hard to, I guess, convince people to work on something in game dev land at least. It's all passion at the end of the day. Which really sucks, but that's kind of how it is. Good stuff. Keep up the good work on your end. Yeah, I feel like nobody wants to stay in C#. Like, it feels clunky, I guess. Like, I'm trying to learn C# at least for one of my classes, which is ironically game dev. I just feel infinitely more comfortable in C++, at least. Yeah, I imagine it is easier, like in theory, but it feels constrictive almost. Expected. Everything is converted to C++ and encrypted? Oh, I see, okay. Like, that's crazy to think about. Is that just like how C# is designed, or? I see, okay. Does like C# just, oh, I get what you're saying, yeah. That's a crazy tool chain. Why would they design C# like that? That sounds terrible. We're just gonna hardcode the paths here until I make an install. Like an install directory. So we want test / regression expected. So output dir. Oh, okay. I understand it now. I didn't realize what that actually meant. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I'd imagine that at least it'd be more performant than just running straight C#. But that still just sounds like miserable. Intermediate language to C++, yeah, I guess that makes sense. This is the wrong key, $sign. That, and then we want input name. And then .ast. Probably make a -0 pass as well. That might be smart. I'm English and the only other person who wants to pick up them as German. Yeah. Average language barrier experience, I suppose. One, 0, we can do that like that. Do want to take a look at it. Unfortunately, I feel like I guess I'm not trying to go into game dev for the time being. I guess ask me in a year, we'll see where my career path is started trying to take me, I guess. Oh, just look at the code? I mean, I could, but I also don't really know what I could meaningfully help with, at least. I guess, like, if you want to, like, feel free to send me anything and I could, like, probably take a look, but I'm not really sure how much help I can give, at least. I'm not that familiar with a lot of game dev / game engine libraries, I guess. Yeah, sounds good. Okay, so we can do this. And then real quick, let's delete these two real quick, I guess. As an example. So we can run this on binary off. What the fuck? Pass. Oh, bruh. Okay. Whoops. Generate regression test. We need to trim the extension off. Not C++. Bash. Trim extension from file name. Oh, that's interesting. %.c. I can stick a $sign here. Do that. And then %.c. Like that? That's crazy. As I'm doing game modding, yeah, it seems like a lot of work. It seems interesting. I've just never really had the ideas, I think, to get into it. Do you have something I can DM you? Because this, I don't want to post the. Yeah, fair. Yeah, just send me a DM on Discord. Yeah, just message me on Discord. I can take a look at it. Yeah. What's good, Nash? Good to see you here. Bad substitution. Okay. Okay. Let me. Hopefully this doesn't like. Okay. Okay. Page not found. If it's private, you might just need to like add my GitHub. Where am I? Trying my best to not like vomit anything out by accident. Also slightly missing some files for reasons because it's a game. Yeah. Just like assets or okay. Why is the substitution breaking? DLL files? I see. Okay. Fair enough. Oh, and string. Throw that in a string? Do you find it hard to read C++ code bases that you haven't written? I think so. It depends on how well it's commented and how well everything's named, I think. In general, I've been kind of slow to understand code bases without someone like walking me through it at least, so don't feel bad if you're in a similar situation at least. So you on bet. Okay. Let me like not leak everything. Looks like it's still not working. Oh wait, it just occurred to me the other one you sent was like just straight up Git. Let me see if I can clone it real quick. Let me see if I can throw SSH. Let's try git at github.com. GitHub sh colon. We can do like this. Yeah. Okay. I can't seem to clone that one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I guess my email is quite public. I guess there's lots of places you can find it. Yeah. Yeah, it's all just like, I feel like a lot of stuff is just hours at the end of the day. That, and then we want base name, and then %.c. Okay. That's not what I wanted. How the fuck did that end up going so wrong? What the fuck? Okay, wait. How did I do that? Let's get rid of... Okay, so we got rid of those. And let's try running the thing again. Okay, perfect. It generates a regression test now. So, let's see. We can throw in the home here, so it's like less awful. Yeah, so this means it reads it properly, which is great. let's just remove one of these real quick. And get status. Okay, neat. Alright, let me check my email. Oh yeah, okay. Looks like I got an invite. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, well, I'm there now. Let me know if there's anything specific you want me to look at. I'm not really sure what else I can really say about it, but yeah, that's how it goes. Okay. Regression test generator for now. Okay, this should make things a little bit less awful to work with. Okay, so we have this done. Now we get to write tests for while loops, which, yippee. Okay. Also, this is incredible output. So we want expected. I guess we can go back here. Let's make a little while test. I think we have a test in this place, right? You can take a look at if you just want to do some C# for game. I see. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. I feel like this will be very useful when I start bashing my head against the wall writing C# in approximately a week, actually. Cond, as well cond, that, and then cond is cond -1. I'm gonna do this as an example. As soon as the other store manager gets back to this, I'll be removed? Okay, sounds good. Oh wait, I should just be using like human types, not like size types. This is kind of troll. Okay, we're gonna add that to this list actually. Okay, I think this is probably a good start. While complex, I guess. Basic. We can just do a really simple empty loop, I guess. While 0. It should compile, I think, actually. This should just throw a default block on. Right? I'm kind of curious what this ends up doing, to be honest. While 1. Do this, and then val, is 2. This will be an infinite loop, but that's fine. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, so now we can, just out of curiosity, let's build it. I guess let's make first. That's quite important. Because we built debug last time, I don't think we built much else though. For all the changes I made to the AST. necessitate changing everything else here. Okay, yeah. Fluency, Sharpener is good at it. You're welcome to help and ask for a lib file. Exclude for legal reasons. Yeah, fair enough. I feel like the chances of that will be slim, but if it does happen, I know exactly who to turn to first, I guess. Yeah. Once again, thank you so much. Okay. So build bin. Let's run this on test regression input while. Okay, so that's seg faults. Is that supposed to seg fault? That's not supposed to seg fault. Yeah, I'll figure that out in a second. Gotta go, it's late and been up since 5 AM. Damn, yeah. Yeah, that's a long day. Take care, man. Take it easy. Thanks for tuning into the stream. Why is this seg faulting? Do that. This all looks correct at a glance. This all looks correct at a glance. And then, so what's wrong? Why is this breaking? Oh. I see. I think I know why it's breaking. It's just this thing returns 0. No, that's not it, actually. What happens if I just return 1 or 0 here even? Oh, that works, okay. So then if I get rid of this, that also works. So why does the body need to exist? Holy shit, have I not added a test for empty scope actually? Wait. Is that actually a thing? Wait, Wait, this is quite important. Height removed? Yeah, fair enough. No worries. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I should be able to figure things out pretty reasonably quickly. Yeah, it is what it is. Let's do test empty. Okay, so that works. The fuck? Huh. Okay. Well, that doesn't make sense to me, but that's fine. Okay. Yeah. Let's debug this actually. So we want to go here. What happens if I comment these two out? Or if I just don't run passes. Oh, okay. So it's an issue with a pass actually. It's not handling an empty, I think. Right? Or wait, no, wait. Might be tripping. Let's rebuild. Okay, yeah, so it is something with that to deal with. Is it mem to reg? Okay, let's. Let's try that, and then. Okay, so that's fine. Why ain't it working? Why ain't it working? So it's something with a simplified CFG. Yeah, oh, illegal instruction. What the hell? Let's throw Valgrind at it. Oh boy. Setting a Determinator? What? What? That makes little sense to me. Okay, let's run this through a debugger actually. We want to pass in test, regression, input, while, and then debug being organic. This is in mem to reg, this I actually don't care about. Should be in here somewhere. Let's see. Sweet music. Yep. It's all stream beats, because I don't want to risk getting DMCA'd in any capacity. What are we iterating through here? Let's close that. And let's Oh my god, wait. Wait, I just realized I didn't account for one scenario, I think. Wait. Right? Print it out somewhere up here, right? Yeah. No, wait. So what do we run on this? 1 branches to 0. So that should be what? Maybe I just need to add a condition that we can't branch to itself, but like. Okay, so it can do that. Sorry. Loops are hard. Okay, that's a pretty silly loop, but that makes sense. So what did it try to do here? So we're on the entry block right now, I think. Right? Yeah, we're on the first block. 3, so then, okay, there's 5 blocks. Okay. Let's sit here on this one at least. Let's keep going here. Okay, so that. This one can only be unconditional branch. I think this tries to do this, right? Alright. Yeah, this tries to do this. Fine. Okay, so now we go to the first block, which is this one. So block 0. Okay, so we got rid of entry. Oh, is that what's causing a problem? Ew, wait a second. Yeah, okay, that's definitely gonna cause a problem. LVM, does LVM ever modify entry block? Well, I think we found the bug at a glance, I think. So let's just run all the way to end. simplify CFG. It's probably here. And if it's the entry block, then we want to just change the entry block, actually. I think that's what we're missing. Okay. Keep this, and then... iterate through predecessors, and then if... what's the block? It's just BB. Yeah. The entry block, then the successor, right? Yeah, the successor. Why is this not assignable? Oh wait, we need to Alright, we need to write the setter. This isn't a reference, this is just a straight putter. Okay, so we want middle end, MIR, MIR. We want void, set entry block. And we want to pass this basic block putter BB, I guess. New block. Building cool website. I'll show once it's done. And your friend doing it like people in the industry. Clean commits, nice PRs, descriptive issues. That's good stuff. Yeah, I mean, that sounds like a pretty good project. I would also throw in like, if you have experience with like CI/CD, or even if you don't, this is a good chance to learn about it as well. So like GitHub Actions in particular, maybe. Private repo because mimicking the IT work setup. Yeah, fair enough. But also, I don't think it hurts to open source it. Like, it serves as a little bit of a portfolio piece as well. So. Seems worth it. Okay, so we want set entry block. We can steal this. Let's put it in here. Set entry block. Entry block equals new block. Okay, neat. And then I'm gonna set it to successor. Okay. I think this should work then. I'm fairly sure. Right? Because we're not inserting blocks here. Oh, there might be some sequencing issues, but we can just like... we can figure out a better traversal order for this when the time comes, I think. We could do... we could do some sort of BFS, but yeah, I'll figure that out when the time comes. We'll make a special traverse library. AWS EC2. Yeah, I think that seems pretty reasonable. That's a good place to host it. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have that many thoughts about that. I've been kind of divorced from like web dev land for a while, but that seems like a pretty good plan, and I'm pretty excited to see, I guess, what y'all end up making. Okay, let's make. Okay, it's gonna take a year and a half, per usual. Let's try this again. Illegal instruction still. Okay, that's not what's supposed to happen. Let's restore all. I really don't think that's where the error is coming from, at least. We could also just make it like not merge. Oh wait, I should have kept those changes. That was a little stupid. So why is it breaking then? I'll grind it again, I guess. Are these all the same? Let's do it with debug. So we can get line numbers. MIR 133? Alright, I guess it'd be here, huh? I can... It's here. What the fuck? We're gonna actually undo those changes real quick. On line 144. On 142. By 200. Okay, so wait, what? Why is that breaking? There's only one place that lives. Oh, oh. Oh, wait, I know where this is. It's back here. Straight line connection. Do we ever insert the literals? Yes, we do. What? Wait, what? Why is this deleting? This keeps happening. Value to string. When I make a literal, do I give it a value? Right? I do, right? Yeah, I give it a type. So then what? So this is getting freed. But why is it getting freed? Maybe it's lowering wrong? No, but then the if would be breaking. Where could this be breaking, the code gen? Okay, so alright, we have the little snippet up here, right? Yeah, okay. Two collapses into that. Or wait. Two connects those two. Okay. Well, it's not a predecessor anymore, so that's fine. So this three, okay, so we get rid of the entry block, or we collapse it down to this. And then this one collapses this to 0. We go through this one. This should connect just these two. This would fire once, then this would fire a second time, this would fire a third time? Yeah, so it should fire 3 times, I think. I don't know where this double free is coming from, though. Okay, let's run through debugger again. Okay, so let's run debug in mechanic. I'm gonna pass in test regression while input while, let's see. Okay, let's try this, step into this. We don't care about that one. Okay, this one we care about. Okay, so let's step into this. So this is the first pass. Okay, so we go into unconditional branch. This one's fine. Okay. Next. So this one should go to So this one, I don't think we should make any changes to, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so that one, handled that. This one we should be treating as a simplify, I think. All right, yeah. So this should skip. This should skip. Oh. Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay. So in this one we should enter, I think. Yeah. Okay, so that doesn't have a fee, so that's fine. So we process all of this. Okay, so then the next one is this label. This should be treated as the same thing, I think. So we skip this, we skip this. Okay, so this one we should enter again. Okay. That sounds about right. Initial branch. We have one more. This is the return. But we don't do anything with this, right? Surely. If there's like an optimization or like a passive missing here, then like that's tough, I guess. Skip, 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 skip. Okay. So make one passive changes to this. So what happens now? So we process that. The first basic block. So at this point, I believe there are 3 basic blocks left. Because 2 is gone and 1 is gone. And entry is gone. So it's just 2 actually. So the first one should be fine, right? Oh, wait, what? Okay, so so that's not an instruction ID, so that's fine. I think. I hope. Second one's fine, right? Yeah, okay. So then what's breaking now? Let's skip that. Okay. So this is toString for the first basic block. I think this should be fine. Okay, that seems fine. Okay, this is where things go wrong, I think, somewhere. All right. This is the new block 0. Oh, wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, can I just like nvim dap rerun previous? What is dap utils? I'll figure that out later. Let's run. Let's rerun this. I have an idea of where things are breaking now. Let's just do that, and then test regression input while. Let me check something real quick. Okay. Okay, so we can step over this now, I think. I didn't set another breakpoint. Okay, so let's go to mir.cp. We want to run. This is getting really annoying to rerun every time. Okay, let's this. We can skip this counter stuff, right? Can I just do that? Okay, yeah. And can I continue again? Okay, yeah. So that prints the entry block just fine. Nah, okay, we're gonna just only step in now, I think. Okay, so this has no body. What is this right now? Then value is something. What is happening here? That should... Oh, okay. So, what type is this? What is happening? Why is this unreachable? What? How is that happening? Wow. What the fuck? Try to MIR maybe? Okay, so we want cond, right? So we resolve atom. This is not where I want to be. So if it's an identifier, make an I60. Yes, it's an I64. What the fuck? I'm so confused. Why is this broken? Okay, let's go here again. Let's turn off passes, make what did I change here? Oh, I see. Yeah, okay. So we want debug in panic, and we want to run on test regression input while. Okay, so it is just an I64. What is wrong with this? What is wrong with this? I don't see where the bug is coming from at a glance. Rebuild. I'm just gonna throw this in Valgrind, I think, and then throw into ChatGPT at this point. I'm very confused. Okay, let's give it this. Let's steal this. Okay. Use after free. What? Why is it deleted? When does this get deleted? It has to be in here, but like... there's only an unconditional branch, then there's nothing that's getting deleted. Which is what's confusing me right now. Huh. The hell? Because whenever we're deleting a block, or when we add something to be deleted, alright, so 1, 2, yeah, so there are literally no literals in this, right? Oh my god, wait, mem2reg might be fucking it up. Wait, it might be mem2reg's fault. Wait, I think we figured it out. Somewhere else completely. Literal. Okay. I'm guessing it's in the renaming. Yeah, this is it. Okay, yeah, this is definitely it. Yeah, okay. Is this the renaming? No, it's down here where I say variable renaming. That makes sense. Yeah, okay. Because if we're giving it a literal, we're not actually like making a new literal from the load, I think. Yeah, okay. We'd need to make a new use, I think. Yeah, we need to make a new literal. That's what we need to do. Okay. This makes complete sense to me now. Alright. Let's Alright. Okay, so how do we do this? We need to modify the visitor. And then we want literal is dynamic cast to a type our literal footer. We want u value. If literal, then new value equals oh wait, no, we need a private field, I think, here, right? Yeah, we should add a field here which is like literal, or is literal. Maybe I should just make a copy constructor. That'd be really funny. Where am I? mem2reg. And then source at the bottom. New value is literal. Should be false by default, and then we want to check for this. Value is literal is true. Okay. So this is important because what we've been doing here is we've basically just been setting a pointer to things this whole time. Yeah, the problem arises when you realize that the return, the return value is, or whenever you like propagate a constant forward through mem to reg, we're only copying the pointer. And for most variables, this makes sense because like, because when the variable dies, then like obviously the uses will die, so like we don't need to worry about that anymore. But with a variable, it's kind of its own independent thing, and it's not really like stateful. And this is a problem if we like propagate a pointer forward, but then we delete the unique pointer in a previous block, which is what's happening here. So I need to do this. Yeah, so let's make a little helper here. So we want there. So we want void, we want a value putter, and this should be like add new value or something, and then we want to give it the instruction as well, I think. Yeah, let's give it that. And then we can just like stick the value in, and it should be fine. Also, I think we put this at the top. Yeah, okay. Let's put it here. If that explanation didn't make sense to anyone, let me know, and I'll try to explain it in a different way. Or I'll like draw it out or something. But if not, I'm gonna assume that y'all got it. So yeah. Okay. So we have that. We want if new value is literal, then we want to add a literal to I. Because each, oh wait, maybe the basic block, fuck. Oh, that's really annoying. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, we're gonna need to make a basic block, I think. Or we're gonna need to feed in a basic block as well into the constructor, which is fine, but this also means we don't need this stuff in here anymore. So we'll just do this. Is there like a way we can just skip this? We'll just do that. And then we can like return. We can just if not new value is literal, then return new value. Otherwise, we want to return, or we need to add or create literal, add to basic block. and then we want to return putter to literal. Let's just do this for now. So this compiles. We need to change this. Okay, so we need to give this a basic block. Putter. Okay. So we can go back up here, and then our basic block, basic block. Just BB the BB. All right, is this fine? Oh, we need. Okay, that's that, and then now we just need to update where we use this, which is here. So we load, reaching, and then we want can we do that? Where is the basic block again? Dot get. Comma. And then this needs another brace. Okay, that looks like it works. Okay, so now we can do these things. So we want new literal. So this is to make unique IR literal. And this takes in new value. Get type, I guess. Oh wait, we need a. Okay. We need another pointer. This should not be a Boolean. New value literal. We can do like that, I guess. Bop, 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 bop. Null putter. Or we can even just default this, right? That. And then we can even just do new literal. This. What? Oh, this needs to be a putter. New value literal. Okay. New value literal. If that doesn't exist, we can do that. So we want new value literal dot. So we're gonna get type, and we want get value. I think this is the right order. Okay, it looks like it's the right order. Then we want to do this. We want to push back us to move new literal. And we want putter want new literal.get, and then we can return new literal putter. I think. Wait, okay. Okay. So we want to new value. So how many of these are there? Let's make a macro. Change that to add new value n. How many are there? Okay, I think that's it, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good to me. Let's rebuild this. Let's give this a try. I think this should work now. This better work now. I didn't even think of that issue. God. That's crazy. And the reason it didn't show up before, by the way, was because the basic block that it came from still existed. So so the literal that the return value was tied to lived in a different block from that return, which was causing a giant mess. So now it works. Yeah. Okay. Holy bug hunting. Okay. So let's simplify CFG. We can add that. So with this one is handle empty starting block first. Empty starting or empty entry in simplify CFG. Okay, and then get add. We can add all of the middle one stuff, or MIR first. What did I change in here? Entry block set. Oh wait a second. Okay, we can add that, and then mem fix mem to reg literal. What do we call this? What do we call this bug? You could probably give it a really cool name. I guess phantom literal. I don't know. Okay, and then now finally we can go back to where we initially started. And then we can finally run generate regression tests on test regression input while.c. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Let's check this out. Expected. We have this one. Oh, we need to actually uncomment things. Whoops. AST looks real. The HIR looks real. And now we need to do the MIR by hand, but that's okay. Like, it's really annoying, but it's factually a-okay. I don't think we're doing passes on this, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're not running passes on that. I'm definitely gonna add while loops to memtreg and simplify CFG though, I think. Those will be a little interesting, I think. Empty loop. This will be an interesting case, I think. While 0, I'm gonna do nothing, return 0. We need to rebuild some tests, I think. Yeah. Yeah, those are broken for obvious reasons. What other tests should we add here? I think this is good for the while loops. Do you think there's any big... Does anyone know if there's any like big cases I should figure out? I guess I could do like while if. This would be interesting. Okay, 1. Counter, we can do this to 0 or something. If counter. Let's go like 200. Do nothing here else. This will be an interesting one. Let's see if we can handle it properly. Return 500 or something. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, let's generate for while real quick. Generate for simplify CFG. Okay. Yeah, that seems like a pretty good start. Yeah, this includes an if, a little bit of a complex if actually. So we'll see how that handles. Actually, just out of curiosity. What does this do with that? Yeah, so it goes back to the entry. Goes to 1. Yeah, entry is like the loop condition. 1 is the continue, I think. And then 2 is also continue, I guess. Yeah, okay. Oh, right, because, yeah, because fee... Wait, what? Wait. Wait, something is not right here. We're missing a thing in here. We're missing a thing in the fee. So we come from 1. We never come from 2? Okay, well that's left another bug. What change did I make to compiler? Oh, we're not running passes, right? Right? Oh wait, we were running passes. Something's... Okay, something has gone terribly, terribly wrong here. Oh, I know why. This is empty. We need to handle that eventually, but we'll figure that out later. Now this should be proper. Okay, perfect. Yeah, that was undefined, so yeah. I guess that makes complete sense. Okay. Okay, let's make test. 4 tests fail. Oh, you should rerun for a while. Okay, make test. Okay, now we need to throw simplify CFG. And this has opt on, so we should throw this into tests, regression, expected, simplify CFG, opt. And then let's turn this off, make debug. And then let's throw this into not opt. Okay, let's run tests. What is failing? With passes. Oh, I know why. Whoops. We should not have mem2reg on. Let's rebuild. And we can throw this into the opt one. And then this should be good to go. Okay, perfect. I think we need to... we should throw more tests into this. At least 2 more, I think, or at least 1 more. What am I missing? We need the no opt. We need the no opt while test, I think. So it should go into test, regression, expected, while .mir. That should go to 27. Okay, perfect. I think that's all the tests that we want to write for now. Maybe mem2reg of the loop would be interesting. Let's throw that in there real quick. So let me check things. What was I gonna do? We want another... So this one was interesting. I think we should also... I think this tests the explicit cases, so I don't think we need to do too much more there. Let's learn mem2reg. Throw in while, I guess. Let's make it just like a mess in here. Let's do that, and then like while, or I guess like to do like, I don't know what I'm doing here. So we want like it's wall. This is some high quality code I'm writing here. 2. So while 2 exists, let's just like throw another scope at it. I'm curious how it handles the scope properly. Like it should handle properly because it doesn't handle the scope, but yeah, a little curious. So we want reg equals, let's do that. We want mem equals mem plus reg, I guess. 2 is 2 minus 22, I guess. Sure. And then we can, if 2, then we can turn 2, turn let's just pretend I'm like an insane person. Okay, this should break the test again. Yeah, as expected. Makes more of a mess. It looks like it handles properly, barring the whole entry label thing. Yeah, I'll fix this some other time, but I fear my time is a little bit short today. Okay. So let's run the little script. So this should be mem to reg. Okay, so that builds. This should go to mir. We want to generate tests. We want to do that. And then the last thing we want to do is only run mem to reg. And then put that in its own little file. And reg opt mir. Okay, now if we test, it should be running. Yippee. Okay. So let's rebuild just to like get that all good. Okay, so let's add everything here. Whole pile of while loop tests. Okay, so now we can push. I'm gonna hold off on merging because I want to add do while tomorrow, I think. Yeah, it should be relatively pain-free because we can kind of just take what we did for while and then like move it around. But actually, do I even want to do while? Like when am I gonna want to use do while? I guess I'll add it at a future time. I think I'm good to merge actually. So if we look at my list of things I want to do, we can get rid of this. We can put that down there. This is done, so we can finally merge the branch, which is pretty good news. It makes me quite happy. So let's do this. Okay, let's hit an item. Oh, okay. Okay, let's What just right was meant to be a 1 pound bag of Jolly Ranchers, but they sent 5 pound bags. 5 pound bags is crazy. I guess you'll never run out of Jolly Ranchers anymore, which is depending on whether your dentist is asking, either a really good thing or a really, really bad thing. Yeah, ready for review. Yippee, it works. Alright, let's rebase. Alright, and just like that, we've finished the control flow stuff, I think. Yeah. Refresh. Alright. So now our main has a whole lot more commits, but it's all quite nice. It's all quite nice, it makes me quite happy. Yeah. So yeah. Let's clear this out. Actually, I'll clear it out eventually. Yeah, let me... Yeah, I think this is a great place to... Let's switch to main. Pull, and then, oh boy, so much stuff. Okay. Planning to share, and don't gotta send it back since it was not charged. Ooh. Yeah, I also feel like it's... Surely Jolly Ranchers don't go bad, right? It'd be incredible if they managed to go bad. But yeah, I think this is a good place to call the stream. I got one more thing tonight planned with a couple friends, so I'm gonna head to that. I'm also gonna get some food because I'm a little bit hungry, so yeah. Thank you all so much for watching my stream and tuning in, especially if you've stayed for this whole time. I think it's been 2.5 hours roughly, so kudos to you if you're still here. Make sure you like the stream and sub to my channel. It really helps get my content out to more people, and it really helps out with the algorithm. And while you're down there, make sure you join the Discord, since that's the best place to get pinged when I go live, and also get updated on when I do something stupid with my stream schedule. I keep pushing my times back because I'm a little bit annoyed with like walking around campus. So yeah, that's the best place to know where that happens. And yeah, connect with me on LinkedIn to stay up to date with what I'm doing, and add me on GitHub so you can also stay up to date with what I'm doing, I guess. And I haven't said this line in a while. If you know anyone that works at a place with a compiler team, please send my resume their way and maybe get me a referral. That would help out so much. Yeah, I'm gonna go now. Take care, y'all. Take it easy and have a wonderful rest of your day.